Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. So today I wanted to go through the logic of where I'm coming from in terms of a historical point of view of learning about algorithmic trading, automated trading, systematic trading, and all of those out there that are coming from the retail world or even out of a job, out of a bank, because, well, automation's coming along and pretty well taken you out of your job because of, well, automation. So if you're trying to learn how to do trading in the modern way, the idea behind this is to show you trading gurus and what they're not really telling you. First of all, let me just show you the product we've got that I've had for a while. It's about a year old. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is there's three things when it comes to the trading world. I've got these three products here. This one is the Futures Option Strategy Overview. The idea behind this is to give you a fundamental view of the markets globally. And the idea behind it is to have you get a solid understanding of commodities, metals, financial, and currencies in both the futures and options market. This is how money flows globally now. I've been watching a lot on Bloomberg now for the last year or two, and what I'm seeing is how professional traders are getting, let me be clear on this word, maximum profit potential on trading algorithms, okay? So this course is built around that, and what I'm trying to do is to give you some code to give you some of those principles. And the idea here is it gives you the fundamentals before electronic trading ever came into play. That's how the markets worked for over a century. So along comes electronic trading and made things more efficient. But as electronic trading became more sophisticated, it was now analyzing data, analyzing what's going on in the markets, and it makes the trading a lot more complicated, both on the risk level, both on the money management level, and of course the automation of the volume and bid and ask and all that analysis. And everything's getting more and more complicated when these automated algorithms come into play. But before that, I think to get a really healthy view of how the markets work, you need to understand how the futures and options market work. I'll get into that in a little bit, hopefully, if I remember. Now, the other one is the programming languages. Over the last 6 years, as you know, I've been looking at programming languages. I have looked at how automation has taken control of the trading world. Yes, there are a number of retail trading platforms out there. Time and time again, I'm constantly running into people asking me their limitations of the software. Everybody else doing the same thing. So you're not really giving yourself really any trading edge. The idea, the philosophies that I believe in is build your own trading platform, build your own infrastructure of understanding what goes into an algorithmic trading system or an automated trading system. And the best language to do that, that's easiest to pick up, is of course Python. Yes, you can get more complicated, as you'll see in the next course, but this right here enables you to get a full-on picture of what goes into a trading system. And that's what this course is about. Next up, we've got the important interactive brokers. Now, when it comes to automation, from a global perspective, there's no better broker than interactive brokers. And the API is somewhat complex. There's different programming language support choices that you have. You could have C++, Java, .NET, and now even Python. So I focused on non-Windows technologies, namely C++, Java, and Python, on non-Windows operating systems, and showing you how to use interactive brokers. Not only that, I've also added a quick preview on how to use Dukascopy as well for your Forex trading, I was pretty impressed with Dukascopy. Now, of course, I've talked about how Dukascopy is not currently available to Americans, but I think that those days are really coming to and end with Trump repealing the Dodd-Frank and removing a lot of regulation in the financial world, which will enable Dukascopy to get into the States as well. So this is another important course. Now, of course, these are to enable you to have your own trading system and learn about it, but at the same time use the fundamental view of the market, analyzing futures and options, which is critical. And if you do that, you will be able to remove the noise of learning about or feeling the noise of having to learn things like machine learning and artificial intelligence and all that. I'm going to be honest about those technologies. I haven't gotten to that point if they do or don't work. I'm hearing a lot of mixed stories from a lot of the institutions. And to be honest, you do got to remember a lot of these institutions are using and hiring pretty well people that come out of the world of robotics, physics, and other sciences at a PhD level to implement those trading models into their firms. Now, we as retail traders most likely don't have the brain power to enable that. All we're doing is just going online and just copying from blog to blog, from cloud trading service from trading service. And of course, I'm referring to things like Quantopian and other Quant Connect and Quant Insti and whatever. Not knocking those, but everything does come back to Trading Edge, and that's what this is about, to give you Trading Edge so you can do your own research, develop your own trading strategies for your own unique edge. Now, this new service I'm launching here, the Quant Analytics Full Service, enables you to take all these talents here, watch the markets, watch what my system's doing, and then decide if you want to follow suit with what that system's giving you in terms of an analysis. Now, somebody just sent me over a new term. We've heard about SAS, Software as a Service. Now they're coming up with a new line of services called AAAS. So it's Analytics or Analysis as a Service. So that's what this is. And that's the new trend we'll see. So coming back to what the trading gurus that won't tell you. I'm not going to mention names here, but I'm going to just pull up some reviews here and my thoughts on what appears to be a brutally honest website called Trading Schools. And what they do is they basically go in and review gurus. Now, I haven't come up, I don't think. Let me see. I haven't even done this before, so I don't think I'm popular enough to be looked upon. And let's see what they say. Nope. Okay, that's good. Let's see if my name comes up. I guess not. Okay, great. But you can see here they do an honest to goodness service on the different areas of learning about trading, which is good. Some may be wrong, some may be right. I don't know. So the three that I like to use as trading gurus is that we need to understand about what's going on from these guys' point of view. Now, these guys, sounds like they go out and spend their own money and test out these services. Now, here we go. We got Tim Sykes. We all know him as the the penny stock guy. He's doing well for himself. I've done a lot of his product, and to be honest, that market is basically the bottom fishing of the trading world. I say that because a lot of those assets or stocks you're buying under, let's say, $5 or even $10 can easily be manipulated. No different than if you follow me with the retail brokers that are basically screwing you. Now, if you don't remember, this just happened a few weeks ago. FXCM. You see what's happened in the news lately. FX to rebrand as Global Brokerage FXCM, and I wonder why that is. Because they got killed. They got killed and accused of basically ripping off their clients with a class action lawsuit. I don't know. I haven't kept track, but it's a racket, this firm, and they've been forced to, oddly enough, rebrand themselves to hide away from the shoddy reputation they are. Oh, here you go. Where was it? FXCM banned by CFTC after taking positions against clients, and that was February 8th. And again, that's only a few weeks ago. Today's February 24th. So that's big news in the shoddy retail world of retail brokers. So that comes back to our good old friends here at trading schools that now are not just focusing against the brokers, but going against the trading gurus, where people are literally spending thousands of dollars on these trading gurus, and you gotta love them for this. So Tim Sykes, I'm not going to get into it, but you can probably look him up on these on this website, and the ones that come up, I love these. Profitly is a good one, I guess. Run by Tim Sykes, or I don't know if there's a relationship there, but apparently it says they can be manipulated, and you could put your lies in there, and riddled with outright fraud. So you can go into the details there. Okay, so that's one. Let's see what else we can find here. Now this one I was really shocked by, because I thought this guy was Mr. Honest Guy. But let's see what he's got. Okay, this one I found really interesting. Warrior Trading. Dishonest, blatantly, outrageously dishonest, fraud easy to detect, blah, blah, blah. But the scary part is people are paying a lot of money to be sold, where basically, I'm not sure if Tim Sykes does it or not. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I have no idea, nor do I care. But what the accusation is that they basically sell into their calls. So they'll have a trading room, and basically what's being said is that they put out a call, and then these guys at Warrior Trading will somehow go against you. I don't know. It's an interesting world they live in, and you're paying probably thousands of dollars to be a part of this. Let me see if I can see let's see if I can find it. Now, apparently, the comments that you get are from members that used to belong to this service. But I think you should read this. This is quite the thread of commentary on this school. Even though, let's see the latest I don't know. Okay, so you get that. Now there's the other one. Let's see who else we got. Sure Trader. Now, anybody that's with this broker, Sure Traders, another red flag that I've talked about. Swiss America attorney, U.S. attorney is alleging that guy used his position as a broker to execute. I don't know. There's the court statement. That's pretty heavy duty stuff. I haven't read this before. I don't know. So once again, a lot of these guys use this broker Sure Trader, and they get fooled into thinking that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. They are, I believe, offshore, just to avoid all the regulation out of the States. So be careful there. The Trading Fraternity. I've not read this one. I don't know if it refers to Tim Sykes. I don't know. Oh, I remember. This is some Instagram crap of some people on putting out some Forex crap. I remember this now. That's an interesting one. And then we get, of course, the Institute of Trading and Portfolio Management, of course, we're referring to our former friend Anton Krell, who's gone on the attack. One thing that is mentioned here is no track record revealed. It claims that these guys are coming out of banks and fine. There's also this Fuse Alerts, Bulls on Wall Street, a pile of them. Again, you may want to read a lot of these. And I'm just finding it quite odd. They give you one strategy and you could be paying $6,000, $10,000, $20,000 of your own hard-earned money. But be aware of this tradingschools.org, which is a fantastic resource to go through to see how your favorite trading guru is doing. So that's fine. Now, what are they not telling you? Well, if you are like me and want to do it free and learn about maximum return, Bloomberg.com is your place to be. They also have the news app, which is very powerful. You learn so much from this. You can learn about underwear, as you can see here. Wherever that was, it flashed by. You can definitely learn a lot from this. If you go through every day, give yourself a year, you'll see the patterns. And this is what a lot of these gurus are not telling you. When you trade on the markets, if you're trading penny stock or any micro level in the markets, stock markets that is, you are basically getting that, penny returns if you're lucky. If they're not going to be stealing from you, I'm not saying these guys do, I'll let you decide from the tradingschools.org, who will put their neck out and say if these so and so forth gurus are actually basically thieves or not, and end up like FXCM. All right, so knowing that, there's the Bloomberg app. You can find all the different patterns, maximum return potential that you get from things like, and again, you're not, what I'm referring to is not the stock market. We are dealing with currencies, commodities for futures trading and options trading, watching the fixed income market for treasury, and more importantly that nobody talks about is emerging markets, because I've got guys that are doing relatively well that focus only on the US markets in the stock market, which I think is okay when the US stock market's hot. But when you look at places like Brazil, who's had really hot market, who's had what else can I also mention? China doing well, or Hong Kong, where you can legally trade there, and throughout Europe as well. So there's that as opportunity that nobody talks about. There's also, as I said, the currency markets. Hopefully you've been watching my videos on trading outside of the major currency pairs, looking at currencies like the ruble, the Turkish lira, the rand, and a few others that a lot of the American brokers don't support. I've talked about numerous times. Let me just pull up one article that you may be interested about that. Now, this I just recently put up here. If you do a search for Awanda, is Awanda Forex trading broker good or bad? And then there's 3 videos that I talk about here. Brutally honest opinions of Forex trading brokers, LMAX, Awanda, FXCM, and Dukascopy. If you're in the States, I would go with LMAX for those exotic currencies. And then the other ones are the Awanda. I'm not here to talk about that. But those are potentials that can do better than the U.S. markets, U.S. stock market, when that market's flat. When the U.S. stock markets are flat. I mean, you could have been in Japan doing really well. Where did you learn that? By reading the Japanese or the Bloomberg News app. I don't know why people don't do it. They spend all their time learning static strategies. You need to have a global view, and that is something that these gurus will not tell you. And the reason why you want to do this is so that you get, again, maximum return, maximum potential return, not little 5% return, 5, 10, 20% in a short order. Okay? So understand that. You will get that through learning Bloomberg and learning the patterns, learning the trends. Because what a good example is, I can tell you from learning about this guy at Warrior Trading, Ross Cameron, is that he's absolutely right on one thing. You want to ride out where there's maximum, we'll call them waves, tsunami, even Sykes talks about it in his course. That concept is very true, but you apply it globally to where Bloomberg's telling you that this is a potential opportunity, and a week later you're up 10, 20%. It happens all the time. I've got a video that screams opportunity, like 30, 40 a day, just alone in the Dukas Copy news events. Okay, if you want to see that video, because I'm a nice guy, there is a video that I've done, a very long one, but you may want to watch it. If you come under my video playlist, go under Dukas Copy. This is fairly recent. And there's a very, very long video here of this one right here, Market Entry Exit Strategy Webinar Playback. Towards the last half of that video, I talked to somebody who's an active trader that has known me for a long time, that has supported what I'm doing. And we talked about going through the JForex event calendar, where it's literally yelling event like opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. And a lot of it comes back to what I started out this video with in this course right here, is the fundamental economic, macroeconomic view that these brokers are telling you, and they're telling you that for a very obvious reason, to tell you these are potential max opportunities. And again, that's where you use your automation to calculate the probability of potential maximum upside. And that's what this service will focus on, okay? Again, you will never ever get that from a guru, like anywhere on any of these sites that are just basically proof right here that they're conning you and ripping you off. Again, they're not telling you that, but hey, it's not my money. Continuing along. So the idea here is to follow where the hot money flows. And this app from Bloomberg will tell you that. Hot money as defined by, let's talk about it. This is where you get those max waves from, or what do you want to call it? Hot money. Well, here you go. Hot money surf. No, not money. We'll call it hot money flow. Definition. Let's see what we got here. Hot money referred to capital flow moving to country with higher interest rates and or expected changes in exchange rates. Now, this is consistently happening throughout the world. If there's the risk on or risk off, this hot money flow is going to give you maximum return. Now, again, I'm doing this for free. I don't really give a crap. But if you're going to be stupid enough to use machine learning for the wrong purposes, that's up to you. But if you look for commitment or trader reports, okay, these come out every Tuesday, is it? I don't remember. But you go through these reports, you can download them, and that is right there, your hot money flow. You can synchronize it, obviously, with the Bloomberg News, because this money is moving back and forth between emerging markets, in exchanges, commodities, futures, whatever. It's flowing, and those are where you get those really steep moves on the upside. and that is all fundamental based, all all driven by the global economies. Because let's face it, currencies and forex is the world's largest. Something like 4 trillion, 5 trillion of that is daily of that flow. And if you take action on that, that's how you get your maximum return. Once again, coming back to the gurus, they'll never tell you that stuff. They just want to con you and rip you off at thousands of dollars. But when you watch this money flow of hot money flow, that's where the real action's at. Okay, so you can learn more about that from the Bloomberg app. My service is going to focus on, that's why I brought it up right at the beginning, using automation to watch it at a global level and to be able to watch it in scale and be able to act on it based upon the different probability algorithmic models that you can use. And that's where machine learning comes in. And that's where artificial intelligence comes in, because then you can merge that technology of machine learning into risk analysis against your portfolio and how your portfolio performance is measured against your risk in your portfolio and how much weighting you want to put this, and this, instead of basically throwing darts in the dark when you deploy $100 for the day or $1,000 for the day in the markets, thinking that these gurus are going to help you make money. No, all you're doing is just, as I said, keep feeding their pockets. So if you learn it the right way for free, forget my stuff, okay? This will help you, but you can do it all for free, okay? And again, that's what the so-called gurus are not telling you, okay? But critically, if somebody ever asks me how to get into trading, what they should do, get into Bloomberg. Do not watch anything else, because everything else is just garbage noise. CNBC and a bunch of idiots like that screaming at each other about charts is not going to make you money. All right? Over and out. Later.